My child, are you tired yet? Tired of trying to prove yourself? Tired of running on this endless wheel where no matter how fast you go, you never feel like you have arrived? I see you. I see the exhaustion in your eyes, the weight on your shoulders that grows heavier each day, the constant striving, the relentless pushing, the never-ending attempt to be good enough, smart enough, successful enough, worthy enough. You wake up already behind, don't you? Already feeling like you are not doing enough, not being enough, not achieving enough. The day hasn't even started, and you are already failing some invisible standard you cannot quite name. When did it start? This belief that you had to earn your place, that you had to justify your existence, that your worth was something to be proven, rather than something already established. Somewhere along the way, you started running a race. I never asked you to run. You began performing for an audience that was never supposed to judge you. You started earning what I freely gave. And now you cannot remember a time when you weren't trying to prove something, when you weren't working to earn approval, love, acceptance, value. It has become so automatic, you don't even notice it anymore. Let me tell you what I see. I see you checking your phone, hungry for validation, counting likes and comments, as if they measure your value. Each notification a small hit of worth, each silence a confirmation of fear. I see you saying yes, when everything inside you screams no, afraid that boundaries will make you less lovable, that saying no means you are selfish, that protecting your peace makes you difficult. I see you working past exhaustion, pushing through burnout, believing that rest is something to be earned through productivity, that you have to hustle your way to worthiness, that stopping means failing. I see you apologizing for existing, for taking up space, for having needs, for being human. Sorry for speaking up, sorry for having an opinion, sorry for requiring care, sorry for being. You minimize your accomplishments, deflect compliments, and compare yourself to everyone around you. Someone is always doing it better, achieving more, being more, and that comparison becomes evidence of your inadequacy. You have been performing instead of living, my beloved. Every conversation calculated for maximum likability, every post curated for optimal approval, every action evaluated for its impact on your perceived worth. You have been auditioning for a role that was already yours, trying out for a part you were cast in before birth, proving you deserve what was already given. You are like a bird trying to earn its wings, but my child, you were born to fly. The wings were always there. You didn't have to prove you deserved them. Do you remember when it started? Perhaps it was a parent who withheld approval, a teacher who made you feel invisible, a friend who rejected you, a world that told you that you weren't enough as you were. Someone's inability to see your worth became your truth. Their blindness became your mirror, and you have been looking into that broken mirror ever since, believing the distorted reflection it shows. I am not saying this to make you blame them. I am saying this so you can see clearly. Their failure to recognize your value was never evidence that you lacked it. It was evidence that they were looking with broken eyes. But oh, the cost of believing you are not enough. Let me name what this mindset has stolen from you, what you have sacrificed on the altar of proving your worth. It has stolen your peace because you are always anxious about whether you measure up. Your mind never rests, always calculating, always evaluating, always measuring. Am I enough? Did I do enough? Will this be enough? You cannot enjoy the present moment because you are too busy worrying about whether you are performing adequately in it. Every interaction becomes a test. Every situation becomes an evaluation. Every moment becomes a chance to fail. It has stolen your joy because you are always performing, never present. Always thinking about the next thing you need to do to prove yourself. You cannot celebrate victories because you are already worried about the next challenge. You cannot enjoy accomplishments because they never feel like enough. There is always someone doing it better, always a higher standard to reach, always another level to achieve. The goalposts keep moving and joy keeps receding. It has stolen your rest because you believe rest must be earned through productivity, that you don't deserve to stop unless you have achieved enough, that taking a break means you are lazy, that slowing down means you are falling behind. So you push through exhaustion, you ignore your body's signals, you override your need for restoration, and you wonder why you are so tired, so depleted, so empty. You are running on fumes and calling it dedication. It has stolen your authenticity because you are too busy hiding the parts of yourself that you think aren't acceptable. You have learned to shapeshift, to become what others need, to present the version of yourself most likely to be approved. But in hiding your real self, you have lost touch with who you actually are. You have become so good at performing that you cannot remember the last time you were genuine. The mask has become so familiar, you have forgotten what your real face looks like. It has stolen your relationships because you cannot truly connect when you are constantly performing. Real intimacy requires vulnerability, and vulnerability feels too risky when your worth is on the line. So you keep people at arm's length. You show them the curated version. You let them see what you want them to see. And you wonder why you feel so alone, surrounded by people but truly known by none. It has stolen your voice because you are afraid that speaking your truth might cost you approval. So you stay silent when you should speak. You agree when you disagree. You go along when you want to push back. You have learned to read the room, to sense what others want to hear, to craft your words for maximum acceptance. But in censoring yourself to be loved, you have lost the power of your authentic voice. It has stolen your dreams because chasing worth leaves no energy for chasing passion. You are so focused on proving yourself in the ways that earn approval that you have abandoned the desires that make you come alive. You have chosen safe over significant, acceptable over authentic, proven over passionate, and your soul aches with the grief of unlived dreams, unexpressed creativity, unattempted possibilities. You have been so busy trying to be loved that you forgot to live loved. So busy trying to become worthy that you missed the truth that you already are. So busy earning approval that you couldn't receive the acceptance already given. You are exhausted, my child, because you are carrying a weight I never asked you to carry. You are running a race with no finish line. You are climbing a ladder that reaches to nowhere. And the cruelest part, no matter how much you achieve, no matter how many goals you reach, no matter how much approval you gain, it is never quite enough, is it? The goalposts keep moving. Because worth that has to be earned can never truly be possessed. It will always feel conditional, temporary, ready to be taken away the moment you fail, the moment you stumble, the moment you are not perfect. Pause here, my beloved. In one word, what has this constant proving cost you? Leave it below. Name what you have lost in this endless pursuit. Your honesty becomes medicine, both for you and for others, who need to know they are not alone. But here is what I need you to hear. Here is the truth that will change everything if you let it sink deep enough. Your worth is not in question. It never was. I don't need you to prove yourself to me. I don't need you to earn your place. I don't need you to justify your existence. You are not on trial. You are not being evaluated. You are not on probation. You were created complete, not deficient, whole, not lacking. Enough, not insufficient. I don't make rough drafts. I don't create mistakes. I don't produce anything that needs to prove its right to exist. You are not a project that needs fixing. You are not a problem that needs solving. You are not a work in progress, waiting to become valuable. You are a masterpiece, waiting to be revealed before you did anything, achieved anything, proved anything. You mattered. Your worth was established before you took your first breath. It exists independent of your performance, separate from your achievements, untouched by your failures. Think about the sun, my child. The sun doesn't earn the right to shine. It doesn't prove it deserves to give light. It doesn't work to justify its warmth. It simply is what it was created to be. And in being what it is, it fulfills its purpose, not through striving, but through being. Not through proving, but through presence. So are you. You don't have to earn what you already possess. You don't have to work for what I freely give. You don't have to prove what I have already declared. Your worth is a gift, not a wage. Now imagine what changes when you believe this. Really believe it. Not just intellectually agree with it, but let it transform how you move through the world when you are living from your worth. Instead of working for your worth, everything shifts. The exhaustion lifts. The anxiety quiets. The constant internal commentary that judges every move you make begins to fade. You were exhausted because you were performing. Now you can be present. You were anxious because you were proving. Now you can simply be. You were hiding because you felt insufficient. Now you can be revealed. You were striving because you thought love was earned. Now you can receive because you know it is given. The shift is profound, from proving to presence, from performing to being, from earning to receiving. Let me paint the picture of what this looks like in your daily life. When you believe you are enough, you can say no without guilt. Not because you are selfish, but because you know your worth isn't tied to your usefulness. You can disappoint people without falling apart. You understand that you are not responsible for managing everyone's emotions, that saying no to them is sometimes saying yes to yourself, that boundaries are love in action. You can set boundaries without fear, because you understand that people who truly value you will respect your limits. You don't have to be everything to everyone to matter to anyone. Your no becomes as valuable as your yes. Your limits become as sacred as your offerings. Your rest becomes as important as your work. Because protecting your peace isn't selfish, it is sustainable. When you believe you are enough, you can celebrate others without jealousy. Their success doesn't diminish your worth. Their gifts don't negate yours. Their moment in the spotlight doesn't put you in shadow. There is room for everyone to shine, because worth isn't a limited resource. Someone else's abundance doesn't create your scarcity. Their victory doesn't require your defeat. Their winning doesn't mean you are losing. You can genuinely cheer for them, genuinely celebrate with them, genuinely be happy for them, because their achievement is not a commentary on your inadequacy. Their success is not evidence of your failure. You can make mistakes without shame spiraling. A failure doesn't define you. An error doesn't disqualify you. A misstep doesn't mean you are fundamentally flawed. You can learn, grow, adjust, without your entire identity being threatened. You can say, "I made a mistake," without hearing "I am a mistake." You can acknowledge imperfection without believing you are irredeemable. Mistakes become information, not condemnation. Failures become feedback, not verdict. Errors become opportunities for growth, not evidence of worthlessness. You develop resilience because your foundation isn't shaken by every stumble. When you believe you are enough, you can be ordinary without anxiety. You don't have to be exceptional every moment of every day. You don't have to be remarkable in every room. You don't have to be extraordinary to be valuable. You can have average days, quiet seasons, unremarkable moments, and still be valuable. You can be mediocre at something and not feel like a failure. You can be learning and not yet skilled, and that is okay, because your worth isn't proven by your performance. Your value isn't validated by your achievements. Your significance isn't secured by your exceptionalism. You can be beautifully, wonderfully ordinary. You can take rest without justification. Sleep isn't lazy. Sabbath isn't selfish. Restoration isn't something you have to earn through productivity. You can rest because you are human, not because you have worked hard enough. You can slow down because you need to, not because you have done enough to deserve it. You can stop without guilt, pause without shame, recover without excuses. Rest becomes a practice of self-respect, not a reward for exhaustion. Stopping becomes an act of wisdom, not a sign of weakness. Recovery becomes necessary care, not optional luxury. You stop comparing, because you finally understand that you are not in competition. Someone else's beauty doesn't make you ugly. Their intelligence doesn't make you dumb. Their success doesn't make you a failure. You can look at others without measuring yourself against them. You can appreciate their gifts without diminishing your own. You can admire their strengths without obsessing over your weaknesses. You recognize that comparison is the thief of joy, and you refuse to let it steal anymore. You understand that you are on your own path, at your own pace, with your own purpose. Their journey informs nothing about yours. You begin to show up authentically because you are not afraid of being seen. You stop hiding the parts of yourself you thought were unacceptable. You let people see the real you, flaws and all, the messy you, the uncertain you, the still figuring it out you, the sometimes struggling you, the beautifully imperfect you. You stop curating your life for social media approval. You stop filtering your reality to appear perfect. You stop performing authenticity and start actually being authentic. And ironically, this is when real connection becomes possible. And here is what is beautiful about this shift. When you stop performing, you actually become more, not less, more present in your relationships, because you are not calculating how to win approval. More creative in your work, because you are not paralyzed by perfectionism. More generous in your giving, because it flows from overflow, not obligation. More peaceful in your spirit, because you are not at war with yourself. Your presence becomes your present to the world. Who you are becomes more powerful than what you do. Your being becomes your greatest contribution. But I know what you are thinking. This sounds beautiful. But how? How do I actually make this shift? When everything in me still wants to prove, to earn, to achieve my way to worthiness. Here is what I need you to understand. I am not asking you to do more. I am asking you to believe more. The work is not in achieving. The work is in accepting, not in proving, but in receiving. Stop trying to earn what I freely give. Stop working for what is already yours. Stop proving what I have already declared. Your worth is established. Now you just need to believe it. And believing is a practice, my beloved. It is not a one-time decision. It is a daily choice, a moment-by-moment returning to truth, when the lies try to reclaim their territory. If you are ready to stop performing and start receiving, if you are tired of running and ready to rest in who you already are, type these words below. I am enough. Let those words be your declaration, your stake in the ground, your line in the sand, not because typing them makes them true, but because they were always true. And now you are choosing to believe it. Now, my precious child, let me give you the invitation your soul has been longing for. You can stop running now. You can step off this hamster wheel. You can lay down this weight. The race you are running, I never asked you to run it. The approval you are chasing, I already gave it, the worth you are working for. It was established before you began. I am inviting you to rest, not the rest that comes after you have earned it, but the rest that comes from knowing you don't have to. Rest in your worth, rest in your value, rest in your enoughness. This might feel vulnerable, like removing armor piece by piece. And yes, it is vulnerable. But it is also the only way to finally breathe. You have been protected, but you have also been imprisoned. The armor that kept you safe from rejection also kept you from connection. The walls that protected your heart also isolated it. The performance that earned approval also prevented intimacy. You have been so defended that you have forgotten what it feels like to be open. So guarded that you have lost touch with genuine feeling. So armored that you cannot feel the warmth of real love. But my child, love cannot reach a closed heart. Acceptance cannot penetrate protective walls. Belonging cannot happen from behind barriers. The very thing you have been seeking requires the vulnerability you have been avoiding. When you step into your enoughness, when you stop proving and start being, space opens. Space for authentic relationships that aren't transactional, where you are loved for who you are, not what you provide. Space for true creativity that isn't performed for applause, but expressed from authenticity. Space for deep peace that isn't dependent on your performance, but rooted in your identity. Space for real impact that comes from overflow, not obligation, from fullness, not emptiness, from being, not doing. Your presence becomes the gift. Your authenticity becomes the influence. This is what happens when you believe you are enough. You stop managing how others perceive you and start living from your true self. You stop controlling outcomes and start trusting the process. You stop hiding your humanity and start sharing your story. And in that vulnerability, in that authenticity, in that enoughness, you become a light for others who are still running, still proving, still exhausting themselves. But I want to be clear about something. This journey, it is not overnight. You will not wake up tomorrow completely free from the proving mindset. These patterns are deep. They have been years in the making, decades. Even you learn to prove yourself over time. And unlearning will take time too. You develop these protective patterns gradually, and they will release gradually. This is not failure. This is process. You will have moments where you slip back into performance mode, where you catch yourself seeking approval from people who don't even matter to you, where you feel the old anxiety rising in your chest, where you start comparing again, where you say yes when you meant no, where you apologize for existing, where you minimize your accomplishments, where you hide your real self. Old patterns die hard, and they don't go quietly, and that is okay. That doesn't mean you have failed. That doesn't mean you are not making progress. That doesn't mean you are beyond help or hope. It means you are human. It means you are human. It means you are in process. It means transformation is messy. Progress is not linear, my beloved. It is 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It is growth, then regression, then growth again. It is remembering, forgetting, remembering again. And that is exactly how it should be. So here is what I want you to do. Start small. Each morning, before you do anything, before you check your phone for notifications that will tell you whether you matter, before you jump into productivity to prove your worth, say these words. I am enough before I do anything today. Let that be your foundation. Not what you will accomplish, not how you will perform, not who you will impress, not what you will achieve, but simply that you are enough, right now, as you are, before you prove anything. Say it even if you don't feel it. Say it even if your emotions argue against it. Say it even if it feels like a lie, because feelings are not facts. And truth doesn't require your agreement to remain true. Throughout the day, notice when the proving urge surfaces, when you feel the need to justify yourself, to explain yourself, to defend yourself, to perform for approval. Just notice it, name it, call it what it is. You don't have to shame yourself for it. You don't have to be frustrated that you still struggle with it. Just observe it with compassion. Oh, there is that old pattern again. There is that need to prove. There is that fear of not being enough. And then pause. Take a breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Remember where you are. Remind yourself of the truth. I don't have to prove this. I don't have to earn this. I am already enough. Not because of what I do, but because of who I am. When someone asks you to explain yourself, you can simply say, I would rather not. When you feel the urge to over-explain, you can just stop mid-sentence. When you catch yourself performing, you can choose to just be. In the evening, celebrate your being, not just your doing. Don't only review your accomplishments and berate yourself for what you didn't finish. Acknowledge your presence. You existed today. You breathed. You were human, and that was enough. Thank yourself for the moments you remembered your worth. Extend grace for the moments you forgot. Acknowledge the times you chose rest over productivity, boundaries over people-pleasing, authenticity over performance. This is the daily practice of living from your worth. It is simple, but it is not easy. It requires vigilance without vigilantism, patience without passivity, and grace, endless grace, with yourself. But my child, it is worth it. Freedom always is. And here is what I promise you. As you practice believing you are enough, as you step off the hamster wheel, as you remove the armor piece by piece, something beautiful happens, something you didn't expect. You start to see others differently too. You become less judgmental, because you are not constantly judging yourself. You become more compassionate, because you have extended compassion to yourself. You stop trying to fix everyone because you have stopped seeing yourself as broken. You give people permission to be human, to be imperfect, to be in process, because you have given yourself that same permission. You stop needing them to be perfect, so you can feel good about yourself. You stop comparing your journey to theirs. You stop measuring your worth against their performance. Your freedom becomes their invitation. Your rest becomes their permission. Your enoughness becomes their possibility. This is how transformation spreads, not through preaching or convincing, but through being. They watch you say no without apologizing. They see you rest without justifying. They notice you being authentic without performing. And something in them whispers, maybe I could too. Your healing becomes medicine for others. Your liberation becomes a map for those still imprisoned. Your enoughness becomes proof that it is possible. This is the ripple effect of believing you are worthy. So come back to this message when you forget. When the world convinces you that you have to prove yourself again. When you slip back into performance mode. When exhaustion returns, let these truths wash over you again. Let them sink deeper. Let them root more firmly. This isn't about perfection. It is about direction. You are not aiming for flawless. You are aiming for free. And if you need this reminder regularly, if you want to keep hearing these truths when the world shouts lies, when your mind returns to old patterns, When you need someone to speak worth over you, join this gathering. Return here, to this place where you are reminded of who you truly are. I have more to tell you. More truth to speak. More freedom to offer. More worth to declare. This is your sanctuary, your place of remembrance, your reset point. Come as often as you need daily, if necessary, hourly, if required. There is no limit to how many times you can return to truth. Rest now, my beloved. Rest in your worth that was never in question. Rest in your value that was established before time. Rest in your enoughness that doesn't depend on your performance. You are not too much. You are not too little. You are not too broken. You are not too flawed. You are exactly as you should be. Right now, in this moment. Enough. Complete. Worthy. Loved. Go forth in this freedom, not to achieve more, but to be more fully yourself. Not to prove your worth, but to live from it. Not to earn love, but to receive it. For what I have declared over you cannot be undone by your failures or magnified by your successes. It simply is. You are mine. You are loved. You are enough, now and always.